everybody, hello, it's me, Tokkuri Yashi. Can you hear me out there? Hello, Caesar. Hello, Shaggy. How are you doing? Good evening, everybody. Internet again seems like it is a little bit laggy again today. This is not great. Let's get some BGM going. Let's get some BGM going and see if anyone can hear me. How are you doing? How are people doing? Is there even a decent connection? Look at it. What is going on? That Summons Day, we had good internet. One good day of internet. So hopefully it will stable out a little bit. How is everybody doing? Okay, so today, if we can get through it, we're going to try. First of all, we're going to go into challenge quest. We have a new challenge quest. Then I think we'll do the SP boss for the returning New Year's event. Maybe we'll then try the deep quest. Some deep quest. We have a 9-10 dark boss that we need to try and take out. See if we can finally do that to get to the new level 10 stages. And then we will go and maybe that'll be it. Maybe we could do it. Maybe we could do a caravan run, perhaps. Maybe we could do that as well. So I guess we should jump into the challenge quest then. I don't know how laggy it is for everybody. Far behind you actually are for me. But we will jump into the challenge quest then, and we will persevere. If it is getting a little bad out there, let me know. It looks like it's a pretty low bit rate going on there on my YouTube studio there. Right, so let's jump into challenge quest and see what we are faced with this month. Holy moly, what is going on? So again, we have a few different bosses this time. They all are week 2 different elements, and we get jewels. We could do with a few more jewels, couldn't we, to stock up from our last summonings, especially our Fury summonings here. So how many do we get here? 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1,200, 1,500. So we get one multi's worth of jewels here if we can get through it. Looks, fingers crossed, it looks like it's stabled out again. I don't want to jinx anything. So let's jump in, hopefully, whilst we can. What do we want? We want light for Wyvern then on the two. These first few are all pretty easy, aren't they? So we don't think we have too many problems with this. So who should we go with for our light teams? Let's do our best. Well, who's the most recent lights that we have? Well, I suppose. I mean, I suppose it does not really matter. So let's just stick anybody in. Of course, we're going to just go back into physical. I'm sure June will do that because I don't have. Well, there's so many tanks for light physical, and I don't have many of them. So, June still seems to be my best. So, let's go with little lyrical. He's single target, isn't he? With it? So, we'll put in Labby instead of Neffy as our speed buffer if we need a speed buffer. And final character can be maybe Mugi, I suppose. Pretty sure this should be strong enough. And we'll speed it up again. There we go. So, as we're going through these stages then, we have a few things we can talk about, a few things that have happened. As you can see, not a very difficult fight at all. Our first one here. I think it only gets really difficult. The last 3 might be a bit of a challenge, but we want our jewels. We want to get it through. At least we can do it. Least we can do is get it through. So, what has? We're not even refining equipment. What has been happening? So Sloth here, a wind sloth. Maybe we'll go wind magic. I want to put some Ranfrey, but we're gonna go with Lariel. She should be the better option here. A wind sloth, you Theo, and some tank. I don't think it really matters exactly who we've got. Let's send it off here. The sloth just wants to sleep. The sloth just wants to sleep. But we're not going to let him. We're going to wake him up. As I need to be woken up. I just had a couple of bags of popcorn and it's made me really sleepy. I was thinking, do I have an intolerance? Then I looked at the packaging and it said it was gluten-free, so I guess not. Anyway, that was the story for that fight. Not a problem. There we go. Moving on then to our third fight. Another 50 jewels to restock the money bags. Right, stage 3 then. It's Master Kiki. Or it's Sun Wukong. Whatever you want to call it. And he wants a dark. He wants to use a dark team then. For Master Ukiki. Well, we're not even going to get there, are we? I'm pretty damn sure we're not even going to get to the end of the fight to use New Year's Carol. But let's send her in anyway. Let's send her in anyway. I suppose we'll stick you, we'll stick you, we'll stick you, and then who should be our last character? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Let's send the Echidna in there and see how we do that. I bet you we do not even get a single union base out of our Carol on this one. But it wouldn't matter as long as we get the victory. Yes, yes, these are the last 7. Phase 7 are pretty easy. The last 3 are the ones that are more difficult, so we need to get there anyway. And take them on. So there we go. And we didn't even get a union base, did we? I wasn't paying too much attention, but we get a win. And I'm pretty sure Carol's damage in there wasn't very high. Because, well, it wasn't too bad, I guess, considering. Maybe, what is the... Do we have a dark boss at the end? Can we try a Carol in the dark boss at the end? Maybe she's only really going to be used in clan battle, where we can go the full clock. Because if we use it against Needle Creeper, what if we take Needle Creeper out before the end? But then, well, if we win, we win. I guess that's perfectly fine. Spirit of Testicular Distortion. Oh, well, hang on. We've seen this guy a bit in Elpis Battle. I'm talking about Elpis Battle. What's the element? Fire. Pay attention. Talking about Elpis Battle, I only just realised that Elpis is Greek. A Greek god of hope. Is that right? Because of Iris. In Hololive, Iris, Hope, and Elpis. And there was a reading up. And I saw last time they played, what was it called again? Ian Recco in Minecraft. Iris's dungeon was Elpis. So forever now on, it's going to be Hope Battle. Every month we're going to take on a Hope Battle. Anyway, who are we going to take on this Spirit of Distortion with? But you don't want to stick in Era. Shall we just go with both of them? Go full attack. Hopefully Pecorine will be good to go on this one. And I guess we're always going to stick in like sort of Neffy and Arachne or somebody like that. Ho-chan perhaps, I don't know. Maybe instead of, we'll have Ho-chan instead of Arachne. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be pretty fine with this one. Let's send it in. See how we do. Of course, all these do have past parties as well. If we get stuck, we can have a look at what the past parties are. But so far we have not needed to do that. Plenty of time then for this fight. I bet you we could probably even take them down without using the element that they're weak to. Some of these first ones here. But I suppose it is pretty nice to have a easier fight here that isn't too difficult, that everyone can take part in. It gives us a few rewards. We don't want really difficult stuff all the time. Well, at least I don't want really difficult stuff all the time that takes up a lot of time to beat. We don't always have a lot of time spare. We've got other things going on. So, Madam Prism. So we had I was going to say we had Irish. We didn't have anything to do with it. Now we've got Bibu with Madam Prism. Although, is he more like Rene as a peacock anyway? Water, I guess it wants for that then. So, who are we putting in for this? Shall we go and try our Shiori? Let's just run the team we used against Sloth that we tested out there, because it might work pretty well. And then who was the last one on the team? I can't remember, was it? It was Eriko, wasn't it? We haven't got an Eriko because we can't borrow in here, so we can't build that team exactly. So we will stick in someone else. We'll stick in Christina. There we go. That will do, I guess. That will do. I'm pretty sure we can take out a Madame Prism with this team. If we have any trouble, then I will be surprised. Oh, look at that. We're having trouble. We're having a lot of trouble. Because now we've lost 2 characters. We lost 2 of our team. These were supposed to be easy. And now Shiori's gone down. Right, okay. Madam Prism? What the? We're gonna... Okay. Right, okay. Okay. Fair enough. That team isn't going to work. So maybe we can try magic. Will a magical team be better? Whoa. Embarrass me, why don't you? Embarrass me. So, we probably still want Violet to tank it. Does this mean we need characters that improve defensive ability here? Who else have we got for that, perhaps? Let's see. Let's see if this team can do any better. I can't believe that we was belittled there by Madam Prism there. Made such a shame. We're such a shame. Embarrassment. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Well, look at that. It's going on again. We've lost Nozomi here. Who's going to be next? Sono, perhaps? Is it slot 2 where the next target is? We might be good still. If this boss had more health, then yes, it would be tricky. But because it has such a small amount of health, we're okay. We're okay. Sono finishes off Madam Prism. He took some casualties there. That was a little bit surprising, actually. So how is he going to continue on later? Right. We need to use Shiori again. We didn't even get to use Shiori yet, so I made most of the damage. He did end up going down as well. Right, next. We may have some trouble here. It's you, we know it's him again. It's Baron Old Fungus Feet. Right, we're going to show Baron Fungus what for here, I think. We're going to try our best, at least, to show a Baron Fungus what for. Wind. This time, we're going to go multiple target sword. We're going to stick in our 2 ceremonials. Do we have a multiple target tank, or do we just use Shizuru here? And I suppose we want Fear on the team. Now, who would be our last character? Do we want Eris Do we want Guidance Kokoro? Do we want someone else? Maybe like Explorer Mao or Suzume here, Spring Suzume? A few of these could be good options on the team. Let's go with Spring Suzume then. See if we can take out this fungus. Can we get rid of this fungus guy again? He's here again, but this time he should be a little bit weaker than when we was fighting him in Deep Quest. Get rid of those little shiitakes! It's the shiitake squad again. Get rid of them! Get rid of them! Stay away! Stay away! We will sing them to death here. Thank goodness a Baron Fungus didn't put up too much of a difficulty, but we did pull out all the stops there. Went in with the nuke option. Look at there, Sorry around for still being an excellent character, even after quite well measured unique equipment. So that means we are now on to stage 7. We're getting up into the end game here. Lightning Horn, Spirit Horn, Spirit Horn. And we want another light team then for Spirit Horn. Let's see what we can come up with then. Still I've got Jita's SP1 on her. That's what I'm about to do. Grinding out the shards furiously, trying to get that. As soon as we get them, we'll have a look how good she is. So, I guess we're going to have to try June as our tank. If we go physical, that is. We could always try magic. Let's use magic for once. In which case, we're going to go with Yori and Akari. Where's our Yori gone? Is she up here? She's hiding again. We'll get an Emily, and we want an Emily. I suppose we've got our Christmas Siren, also a decent tank option, but then maybe more multiple targets. Where is she? I am blind. There she is, right at the very top. That's a carry. We've already got Yori. We're looking for a carry. Twins, twins. They really do. Really do make it confusing. Right, who else then would we want? Maybe Siren. Have we got equips on these peeps? On the peeps, on the peeps. And maybe who else might we like to put on here? Is there someone I am forgetting? I suppose there are characters that I don't have that I might like to put on here. Like Sister Kasumi. Other than that, we could try Spirit. I don't know. I can't remember what type damage type Spirit Horn is. If we wanted to put on Anuya's Hatsune. L'Ariel? We used Prefect L'Ariel for a while. Let's send it in. Let's see what happens, and then we can always adjust if we need to. Is Spirit Horn magical damage or physical damage? I think it looked physical damage there. I saw a little bit of yellow. Yes, it is physical damage, so maybe we could have used New Year's Hatsune. But as long as we don't have any kind of deaths or anything, it looks like we're doing pretty well here. And this, what was Madame Prism all about then? Why was Madame Prism so difficult? There we go, a quick and easy win there for our light magical team. Our Akari here, our Angel Akari, doing loads of damage again, showing how strong she can be. Right, out to our final fights, and I can see two annoying fights here. Torpedo, maybe this is not that most annoying, but Needle Creeper and Sword Cobra. We did have a lot of trouble with them. However, if I can remember, we did have the dark teams that we used against Needle Creeper last clan battle. I'm sure maybe using some of them would be pretty good. So was it magic? that magic we use against Needle Creeper. Saying that, let's try her again. Let's try our New Year's Carol again against the Needle Creep. But for this, it means we might need 2 tanks. So who else could go on this team in slot 2? Who would actually be useful? And maybe if I had SP1 on the carry here, maybe she would have been useful for that slot. Somebody else that we need to try and build up. Probably Kukanoa? Do we go for 2 tanks like this? Kukanoa? And then we need... Echidna again, perhaps? Maybe Vampy? Could Vampy have tanked it? Do you think? She did last... It was something like this we used last clan battle, wasn't it? And then... Do we have Echidna? Do we have... Maybe Ranfa? Or do we just put in Eris? We haven't got a speed buffer, have we? Let's stick in Eris. Let's see what happens anyway. Let's see what happens. Are we going to have any issues? Are we going to have any problems? I think this probably was the team that I used. I didn't run this team. This is one of tested Carol in their video. This is the team we ended up putting in. And it did do a lot of damage. So if we end up getting to the last few seconds of this fight, we may see some craziness from our New Year's Carol. Otherwise, she's just going to sit there building up the whole time. And not firing off any Union Bests. But we have 46 tokens for one of these New Year's feathers or whatever they were called. Looks like we may end up taking down Needle Creeper before we even get to the Union Best. This is what I'm saying. Something we didn't really see when I tested it because we had a clan fight that had more hit points than one team could take out. That was the attack that took Vampy out in clan battle and she survived it there. There we go. We win, but we didn't get to see our madness. It's a shame that, well, I say it's a shame that these are a little bit stronger, perhaps. There'll be more bosses that we could fight for showcases of characters and stuff if there was a test mode in here or something. Anyway, well, that was a little bit of a letdown, wasn't it? A little bit disappointing. So, Sword Cobra. And can I remember the team we used against Sword Cobra? Because it was a fire team we used against Sword Cobra. And it was something along the lines of this. It was you, it was Maho. I think we had Neffy in it. And was it Arachne? And then we did use Isanami Violet to tank. But first, I think we will try Pecorine. We will try Astaria Pecorine. If it doesn't work, maybe we could put in a tank with a taunt. Maybe we won't need to. I guess these bosses do seem to be a little bit weaker than the clan variants when we fight them. So let's see how we do here then. Buffing up our Aura again. Well, that hardly did any damage to Pecorine, and in clan battle it could have took her out if he wasn't careful. Well, it was pretty close to taking her out anyway, so yes, this Cobra does not have the bite of ones that we've fought before. We have been trained up, we are strong, we have been able to fight enemies that surpass this level. So Sword Cobra, I think, doesn't stand a chance against us as we wince when that tail attack comes in. Aye, indeed. So yes, there we go. Sword Cobra. Take it out. Why was it Madam Prism that gave us the most problems? The 4 fights. So there we go, we could have done huge damage there if we had more time. That means Torpedo then, our final boss. Let's see how we can fare against Torpedo then. Who wants water characters? Maybe this is where we can use Shiori. Because he does get these ads, doesn't he? These little tuners or whatever the hell they are. That he summons periodically throughout the battle. So, let's try Shiori again, please. Let's give it something. I suppose we put Violet in as our tank. And then like a team setups that we had before. Do we want the Sheffies in here? Or do we want to run Tamaki instead? When we used this team before, I guess we had speed buffing with Ameth here, or some Ameth, which was not a physical character. So let's try Winter Uni this time. We tried Christina last time, it didn't go too well, but it may have been better this time. Let's see how we fare then against Torpedo. Maybe it's better then if we actually unset Shiori. Let's unset Shiori and see how that works. She's already fired one off, but how quickly are these special arrow tokens? They're not building up as fast in this. She's got 20 again. But she fired it off, and there we go. She may have cancelled that skill too. We hadn't unset her there. It was very close to the Union Best. Well, it looks like we could do a bit more damage here. I think we may be going to try changing up our team a little bit here. We are desperate to use our new water characters. Desperate to do it. Maybe Sheffy will be better than Tamaki in this slot. Maybe we could swap out Uni for our Xmas Christina. Maybe that would work. A few seconds to go. Don't know if we're going to get there. We didn't quite have enough damage. Let's swap up our team a little bit. Tamaki did do quite a bit of damage, but maybe we should do one change at a time. Maybe we can swap speed buffers here. Just see how that works. We're going to have to set everyone to get out because we unset. Like that. Let's see if that little change has made any difference. It won't be long until we get our new clan. Let's these the last clown battle teams of bosses that we're fighting seem to have lasted for so long. Maybe it's because I've been doing more testing in there with SP1s. But we've fought them so many times. Oh well, there we go. Tamaki is down. Maybe double Sheffy is the way to go. Right, okay. Perhaps we should think about switching it up again. Let's put Uni back in. Maybe we need to use Ameth there, even though she is magic. We'll put Uni back in. Let's try 6-star. Should double Sheffy. Let's see if double Sheffy can get the job done. Wrong one. You moved spaces, Shiori. I missed. So far, so good, I guess. Although I think we still could do with a bit more damage here. Unless it's going to ramp up by pretty quickly, it's going to have to. Shiori is getting stronger as the fight goes on, but again, I don't think we've got quite enough here. Either. This is actually probably doing worse than when we our first attempt with Tamaki. Are we gonna have to try magic? You'll see how a magical water team will do. Maybe we will, or maybe we could try. Maybe, wait, it's not far off, is it? We're nearly there. Well, not close, but not close enough. Let's think then. Let's say, well, we have a look at past parties. What other people were using for this? We could always try a magic team. We could always try, because this is kind of what was run last clan battle against. Which fight was it now? I can't even remember which fight it was. Whoa, hang on, wait. See, that actually makes any difference. Just out of curiosity, and it's not the same situation, but we never know. We never know. It could be enough, and if not, we're gonna go full magic. Then we'll try full magic after this. But yeah, we could do with some new clan battle boss fights. Shouldn't it be long now before we get them? It is. Yes, it is. It is the spring equinox. Is it not today, the 21st? We are on the spring equinox, which means we're entering the best part of the year for us up here in the northern hemisphere. Hey, it's getting lighter and it's getting a bit warmer, but still a long way to go. And there is still a long way to go with the health bar here of Torpedon as our winter shorey goes down. Right, okay, magic it is then. Well, at least the last boss is giving us a bit more trouble than Prism did. So, we want single targets. She's really single target, but we'll stick her in for all of our support. And do we want Nozomi in the team? Do we want? Yukino in the team? I think we want Yukino in the team. Let's send in Yukino. She can still do good single target damage, can she not? We haven't seen a huge amount of Yukino or Sasuke, have we? Since their release, which is a bit of a shame for them. Although they have come in useful a little bit now and again. Maybe even a different tank for this team. Maybe we want to take out Violet and we want to put in one of our water tanks. Maybe Yui. Maybe Summer Yui seems to be taking that role pretty well. But we should get our debuffs removed from us at least pretty soon from Violet. Which might help ramp the damage up at the end. Damage is actually looking a lot better. I think we're just about on target. Come on, Violet, send in the well universe. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be close again. It's gonna be close again. 6 seconds. Uh-oh. 3 seconds to go. And Labby with the final blow there. Whoa, well, there we go. That was pretty close. But we got on the finish line, so there we go. That is our challenge quest, which is still beta. Still beta testing it. There's our damage report. We have completed. And this time I've really completed. So, unlike when we was doing the dimensional vaults, and I was being really brain dead. Anyway, that means we have cleared it. So there we go. That's that for another month. Another 1,500 jewels for the challenge quest beta. So let's move on then to the next thing we would like to do today, which I think it's in here. This is only going to be this 2 days left. We have 2 days left. So let's jump in and take on the SP boss, which shouldn't be too difficult on this. I'm going to say it shouldn't be too difficult on this. Remaining targets. Okay, so it's one of these where you need to take out targets. So, again, I guess we want to go multiple targets. So we're going to go with all our more recent updates here. We're going to go with these two as the core. Let's build that same team again. Actually, I think that's a pretty good little team. Our wind magic team here. Let's see how we do. Maybe we could have, well, we could have plenty of teams. I would say use some of the characters that are in the story events, like Medusa, perhaps. Would be pretty good with this as well. Look at them all running in, getting blasted, running and getting blasted. By the vocal skills of our Ramfer and Chica there. 1 target remaining, 50 seconds to go. Can we? Maybe we should have had a little bit more single target in here. Maybe we could have taken out Spring Suzume and put in, ooh, petrification there, but maybe we could have put in Guidance Coco in their place. But it doesn't like we need to. Shizuru taking that like a big sis would for anyone for little bro. 12 seconds to go. Yeah, like maybe we could have won Pandy with this if we'd have swapped the team around very slightly. Maybe if you'd unset Theo, that might have also helped us as well. But we'll just send it back in. And we'll finish it off, I guess. Not that we really need to do that. We're on mode 3. We're nearly down there anyway. So there we go. That wasn't too difficult. At least we have completed that as well. Get our rewards for that. Then we can move on, I guess, to Deep Quest. Some new Deep Quest stages that we have as well. But first, in the Deep Quest, we have a Dark 910 to try and take out. So there we go. That is SP Boss. There's not any extras in these returning ones. This is the last of the old style story events. So we're not going to be having any more of these again. Not even any more of these returning. Which is a little bit, well, say it's a little bit sad, but we move forward. Let's grab the rewards that we have from here. We need these Monica shards to get mine to 5-star. Can you do it all in? We can't do it all in one in here, can you? No, you can't. So there's no need to worry with that right now. So I guess let's move into Deep Quest then, and I should pull it up in the background, I suppose, and get it all set up. So, what have been happening there? Let's talk about some things that have been happening. Have you seen? I mean, this is maybe relevant to European or maybe mostly UK people, but there is going to be a official Hololive event in London in May. A rescreening of All For One concert that was originally performed in New York last August. And, yes, I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. Let's get this set up in the background. There we go. We have our Deep Quest set up in the background. So, yes, let's start moving forward. And, yes, we have a boss to beat here. And, yes, as I was saying, in May, at the beginning of May, this concert at the Genesis Cinema in London. And originally, I looked at it and thought, well, it might be quite expensive for me to go and see it. But maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe we shouldn't go. Where do we go? We're Dark 9. Dark 9. Maybe we shouldn't. But in the end, I decided, after having a little look, yes, I wanted to go. So I decided I was going to buy a ticket, and I thought I'd done all the checks and everything and looked where a hotel would be that would be handy, because the ones that were really close to the venue were really expensive and there was absolutely no parking, and if there was parking it was really, really, really expensive. And so maybe get one further out, a bit cheaper, just go in on the tube. And that's where we are. We'll continue that once we have got a team in here, because we'll need to get it going. So we have a few teams here then that we could maybe try for this fight. Well, what have we been trying? Who do we have to borrow at least? Do we have a Sasuke? Do we have an SA Hiyori? We can't even do that because we don't have the Shinobi. So do we have a Sasuke up to borrow? So we do. What is a support character? We have a support character, Sasuke. Oh, we need SA Hiyori on there as well. So maybe we could try. Maybe we can try taking off then. Well, maybe we can try. Who was it for this team? It's Makoto and then SA Hiyori. Sade, maybe we can try. Wakana there. Let's just send this in and see how it does. I mean, I'm not holding a huge amount of hope, but let's try it anyway. Anyway, so I decided to. I've got a hotel a little bit further outside of the centre. We're going to go in on the tube. It'll be fine. Then I go into the Discord with the Hololive enthusiast group and say, I've got me tickets for both days. As we have a bit of trouble here, let's back out. And they say, what I had done, silly sausage, was because the original concert was over 2 days and they're doing a screening of both days, day 1 and day 2. I assumed day 1 was on the Saturday, day 2 was on the Sunday. So I booked Saturday and Sunday night in my hotel. And I'd booked a hotel that I couldn't cancel because I got for the cheap option. And then I realised it was both days are being shown on the Saturday. So I didn't need my Sunday night hotel. I mean, well, I've got a free day in London on Sunday. What am I going to do? Oh, dearie me. So, after scratching me noggin a little bit, let's try a different setup on here then. Is there even an SA Hiyori that we can borrow? Or do we? Are we going to put in that friend Sasuke again that's got no equips on her? Who else could we put in that might survive up front? Viri? Will that put Sasuke in danger? Double tank it? Bracia? I don't know. Let's send this in anyway. We've got to try and take this down anyway. So, what I decided to do is cancel the Sunday, just amend the booking. I can amend it, even not, and I changed the Sunday to the Friday. So, that probably works out a little bit better. That means I can get to London Friday evening and then get into London, central London, earlier on the Saturday, because if I checked in at 3 on the Saturday, then I had to get in and the doors open at 4. It was pushing it a little bit, so I should be nice and relaxed as we go into London on the Saturday and then come home on the Sunday, and everything's great. The only problem with that is that means I'm going to have to drive all the way to London on a bank holiday Friday. Traffic's bad enough as it is, but on a bank holiday Friday it's going to be absolutely manic. I imagine I'll be stuck in traffic for ages. That is, if there is any fuel left at the beginning of May. If things haven't calmed down, yeah, pretty grim. Yeah, and the hotel is on the North Circular, so I'm gonna have to go around the North Circular. I can avoid the M25, but I'm gonna have to go around the North Circular, and there is no other way about it because my hotel's right off North Circular. So, yeah. Well, at least I won't be rushing to get there. Because it doesn't matter what time I get there on the Friday. As long as there's parking space in the car park at the hotel, it doesn't matter how late I get there on the Friday. Don't get stabbed. Well, I've been looking at I've been looking at, well, not an eater bag, but like bags that you can put the plushies in to carry them around. But I think I've decided, as we get our victory there, that's pretty good. We got our victory with just another random team there. I probably don't want to be taking my Hololive plushies around London with me. I think I'm not going to bother with that, even though it would be nice to have them at the concert. I think I'll pass on that because, well, the concert would end. It ends at 10:30, probably a little bit later. That means to get back to the hotel, I'll be on the underground, probably gone midnight. And, well, there'll probably some drunk people on there. They might see me, a funny little palm tree with these plushies, and me, you know, you don't want to draw attention to yourself, so to speak. So, yeah, I don't think I will be doing that because I would be really upset if they ended up stealing one or something. But then, you know, I'm worrying too much. It's in that stage. That means we can carry on with the dynasty, because that means all the 9-10 bosses I have beaten on this deep quest, which we'll all move on now to 10, level 10 on all of them. So, yes, we wouldn't want to lose them. I'm talking about more Hololive plushies. Did anybody see Iris' birthday live today? Which was pretty good. And she revealed her new race scale outfit. And I was like, wait, race scale outfit. And then she showed the merch, and there was a race scale Iris keychain plushie. And it's actually quite big. It's about 22 centimeters tall. So for a keychain plushie, it's quite big. Well, I would like that. I want that. So we go and have a look on the Hololive store. How much is this plushie? It won't get here until like September, October anyway. So what this is, you fall into this trap. You go in, you have a look. I want the Irish plushie, but it's £20 postage, so I might as well put a few other items in there as well, seeing as I'm paying the postage. And so in the end, we got the Iris's new plushie. Dark 10 we want here. The race scale plushie. I thought, what else can we add to this? So the Crony, as we know, Crony just done a birthday. It was a birthday live. And she had a keychain plushie of a new goddess outfit. So I thought, well, let's stick that on there too. And then we went down and we saw that it was nearly a month ago now. Hakosu Beelzu had her birthday live as well, and she had a new outfit and a new keychain plushie. So the order that was going to be about 40 quid now turned out to be 80 quid, but I got Iris, Bay, and Crony's new outfit plushies. But like I said, they won't be here until, they probably won't be here until October. So, an early Christmas present to myself. Anyway, I should stop spending money on stuff because I don't really have any. So, here we go then. 10-1. Let's see if we can take out 10-1. So, a few suggestions here. Yamato, let's try this Yamato team, shall we? If we can stick it in. Can I see what it is on here? Whilst we're looking at the screen as well. So, Yamato, let's do that. It actually had Violet in it too. We need double tank for this. And there's Grace. But we don't have these two, but we do have our Mitsuki and we have our Christina Alpha. We want to unset Violet, it says. So let's see, maybe we would get stuck at level 6 again, 10-6. Or maybe we have our Dark team is a little bit stronger than our water team. It was water that we tried last time, wasn't it? So anyway, now I have, as we were saying, a trip to London, and I'm like, yes, maybe we should. It'll be fun. Let's see. But the concert goes on for it's quite long. It's the 2 showings, day 1, day 2, and they're 2.5 hours each. So that's 5 hours. 5 hours in the cinema. I am going to be so thirsty. And then when it finishes, scramble into either Whitechapel or Stepney Green to get back to the hotel. So that should be fun. Anyway, what I've decided to do on the Saturday, I think I've already planned it out. We'll leave the hotel sometime in the morning. We won't rush. I think we'll carry on all the way to Westminster. I've already seen Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament before, but we'll start there, have a little look around, and then probably walk up the river, follow the river towards the Tower Bridge and the Tower of London. I've never actually been to Tower Bridge or the Tower of London, so we'll walk up that way. That should take about an hour. Have a look at that, get something to eat, and then make our way over to the venue for the concert. So yeah, that's something to look forward to, perhaps. We do beat the stage. We do beat the stage. We're only a few seconds left. So there we go. Let's move on then. Where are we? Which button do we need to press? Pretty good there. Let's move on to stage 10-2 then. And Changi doesn't like London. Well, I've been a couple of times. It's definitely, to me, feels like you're in a different country to the other parts of the UK. So for anybody who isn't British, who was visiting the UK, if you go to London, you get to see London. If you don't leave London and go out to other parts of the country, to go further north or out to the west, the country is completely different. London is like a different country to the rest of the UK. So if you really want to see what the UK is like, if you're visiting the UK, have a look at London, but see if you can maybe go out to another city or something. Come up north and go to Leeds or Manchester or something, or even go to Scotland. Edinburgh is a great place. I think Edinburgh is probably one of the best. It's one of the best cities in Europe, I would say, for its architecture, for its history, for the scenery. It's I think pretty nice up there. Probably better than London. But anyway, the concert is in London, so we have to go to London for it. So yes, last time he was there, it was quite a few years ago, and he got stop searched by the Met Police. Well, that's another thing. They see me walking around with plushies. Although there were quite a few people doing it, and they want to stop search me. And what are you doing? What are you doing carrying these little soft toys around? Do they have hidden explosive devices in them? I don't know. Right, where are we? 10-2. It is 10-2. We don't have a Sakura. Is Sakura borrow? Can we borrow a Sakura? Got the... What kind of... Is he... The Lois... Oh, that's your Cockney accent. Oh, you got your licence for the plushies? I ain't got no licence for that plushie. Yeah, because hey, that's again. They don't even speak English down there. I don't have a licence for it. We have a whole. I'll get Yago. Yago can come and tell you I have a licence for it. We'll bring him in anyway. Who are we running in this? Let's have a look. Do we have a Sakura to borrow? Can we borrow a Sakura? Let's bring up the game up again quickly. 10-2 Sakura. We did. My guild leader, he did have a Sakura, but it's for clan. This isn't for clan, is it? So of course there is no Sakura here. This support Sakura, which we could maybe put in. It's in place of Violet, isn't it? Let's try the support Sakura with no equips. We push the wrong button there. What is it saying we want to do with that? Full set, it is saying we want to do with that. So let's send it in full set then. See if our support Sakura here can get the job done. Woo. Case. Wah. Okay, so we've kind of missed that. Another thing that I was a little bit surprised about is to learn that the underground isn't 24 hours. Well, maybe some of the central lines are, but if you want to go out further to the outskirts, the last trams are somewhere, last tubes are somewhere around midnight, half past midnight, which a few people were worried that they were going to miss. The thing is, first day one showing is, I think, 5 o'clock till 7:30. And then day 2 showing is 8 o'clock till 10:30. Which gives half an hour between the two as Christina drops. To get the people out that don't have a day 2 ticket and get the people in that do and didn't have a day 1 ticket. So I'm expecting it to run a little late. So maybe say it finishes at 11. And then you got to get out, which means I might not even be out of there till maybe 11:30, pushing it. And then you got to walk to the tram station, the tube, to get the last train, one of the last trains back. We need to win even though Christina drops, so I guess that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad there. Let's move on then. To 10-3, and well, we have a very similar team here. Let's try this one. Violet, Christina, Grace, Medusa, and Mitski. Yeah, another thing that I was a little bit surprised at, that the first Hololive event in the UK, the first official Hololive appearance in the UK, is at a very small cinema, I think, in London, not at the VTuber convention that we have in Birmingham. So that was, we want Medusa in here, don't we? So that was a little bit of a surprise, but hey ho, it is what it is. So I think we want Violet on set for this one as well. So there we go, let's see how this does. Ooh, Christina is looking a little precarious there again. Hang in there. I thought you had some invulnerabilities. After doing that Miyako test today, we can see the curse that's on everybody. They have that little purple fuzzy thing that Mitski's putting on here, the curse that she's putting on, so it's more visible. I don't know, I remember seeing that. I thought maybe it has always been there, I just haven't noticed it, but if it was a darker purple, then it would be the hex. Well, that curse is lingering, isn't it? So yeah, now I need to... Well, like I said, I was looking at bags to put plugs in, so I don't think we're going to go down that route. But... And I'm pretty sure they are pretty bad quality. But I might buy a light stick, one of those we take for concerts. I've seen a couple for about $5 on eBay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're terrible quality, but if they last for the show, I suppose that will do. At least then I can maybe attempt to join in with everybody else. And instead of waving plushies about, we can wave our glow sticks about instead. And change the colours depending on who is performing. So, 6 seconds to go. How close are we? Just this last little night. Ooh, that was close. Very, very close there. But we did get through. We did get through in the end. Here is the damage report then. For that. Talking about plushies and talking about eBay, I think, Shaggy, I found that plushie, palm tree plushie, that you found that looks a bit like me, but isn't me. But like I said, I can definitely see the resemblance. I can definitely see the resemblance there. 10-4 then. We get to the call sign, 10-4. And we have 2 teams here. Not a lot to go on. A little bit of RNG saying maybe this is where we get stuck. So let's go for this top one then. We can build this top team with our Winter Wakana in it. So we will send that one in. It's front 2 unset for this. And then when Mitsuki goes, we set Christina, I guess. Oh, there's also a little bit of a timeline on this. Do we really need that? Anyway, let's get our characters in line that we need. We just want to put Wakana in. So it's supposed to start auto off, and the first two, Violet and Christina, are unset. And then when Mitsuki goes at 121, which is very quick, so we have to really slow this down. Really slow this down. To get this to work. So see, blooming heck, we can't even, it's so fast. Okay, go back, let's turn auto off. Right, and jump back in again. So we can set it up properly. Holy moly. Right. Go. So we want auto off. You two unset. And then when Mitsuki at 121, with set Christina, we put order one, and then we can let it go. Do we really need to do all of this? Perhaps. Should at least try. Right, so now we're good to go. There we go. Right, let's set them off. Let's set them off then. Winter Wakana here with Mitsuki. Both of them together here. I remember we were saying which was the best defense shredder. Well, in this fight we're using them both. No, I wonder if he's even any teamed with Miyako in on this. I doubt it, but I guess not all of those SP1s were as broken as the ones that we face came to light. Maybe they will find a space in the future though, or maybe not anyway. How are we doing here? Looks like we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Are we underwater? Why has that mob got a diving helmet on? Hopefully the weather will be nicer in May, beginning of May. It could be a complete disaster if it's chucking it down with rain all day. That will throw a spanner in the works. But I suppose we will have to deal with it. Ooh, if it happens. And there we go, with 5 seconds to go. So there we go, 10-4. It was not a problem. Copy that. Let's see then if we can beat 10-5. So let's get this in here. 10-5. Ooh, look at the heads. Large RNG here. And this is where, anyway, we're jumping the gun. We've got some SP1s that I don't have in 10-6. And we have some in here. Ilya and Yori. I am frantically trying to get Ilya shards to get my Ilya her SP1. I can do Yori, but I was waiting until I could do a Kari too, so we could use them together. This looks like where we are using them in Deep Quest, so I need to get them up so we can do videos for them. So which teams can we build from here that don't have SP1s in them? We've got this bottom one here, we've got this fourth one as well. Well, actually, 6-star Carol has SP1 as well. Although it doesn't say SP on there. So let's go for the bottom one, because we do have the SP1 on our Mitsuki. So let's see if that one will work. Let's see if that one will work then, shall we? So we want probably to just do that again, is it not? Yeah, that is it. And to unset Violet. So away we go again, then away we go. Ikuka. Let's go, shall we? Are we ready to go? We are ready to go indeed. Another thing has happened. Another thing has happened. Hololive related. Of course, the Beelzoo has started playing Yakuza again. Yakuza 6. I've really been enjoying watching Yakuza playthroughs with Air. I've never played the games, but I have watched it all through from Yakuza 0, and I actually really do like the games, at least when we're playing it through with the friends. I just started playing Yakuza 6. It's been a while since you played Yakuza 5, although not a lot happened in that game, I don't think. So it's not that difficult to remember and follow on again, but she's only just started it. That's why I said Saikuka. That's what Kiryu says when he's finished eating. It's time to leave. He's leaving the shop. So, yes, that's something else to look forward to. So what I'll be doing tomorrow morning, we'll be watching a second stream of that. She's doing that again tonight, or at least she said she was. But I don't know if any of you have played Yakuza 6. Have you seen the live chat? The live chat minigame, live chat, which it was a little bit yabai, and I am surprised that Bay went as far as she did. Chat got her to go back in, as we did just win. Chat got her to go back in to the live chat minigame, and there's a real woman there on a webcam, and she starts taking she's chatting away. She pulls, yeah. She took her clothes off and she ended up sitting there in her underwear, very skimpy underwear. And I know these things are in the Yakuza game, but they don't usually show them when they are streaming. Yeah, it was a little bit. Anyway, let's go and we can go and play our own live chat. Go back into live. I don't think we'll be going back into that then, but yes, that was interesting. Very interesting indeed. Right, let's see. Can we beat 10-6? This might be where we are stuck. Might be where we are stuck indeed, because a lot of red caught my eye. Large RNG. SP characters, so we don't have a Yori or Akari done yet. We don't have our 6-star Carol done yet. All of these, I guess, we maybe have to try and do. We'll see if I'll see how many shards I have. I do have a couple of tickets I can buy shards with. Let's see, maybe we'll see if we can do some of these SP1 showcases soon. Maybe I should look through all of these fights for different elements too, and see. There's a timeline for that one. All of them have SP characters in. Like I said, other timelines might have some characters that have SP1s on them that we haven't done the showcases on yet. Let's have a quick look. See, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that. Do we have in here for light? Light. Hatsune. We haven't done Hatsune yet. And then this one. New Year's Pekko is in here with New Year's Kokoro in one of them. And 6-star Pekko in. There's another test I need to do. I don't have a Summer Chefy to test them against, so that's what the problem is with that. Maybe that bottom team I could do, if we're going to try and do light. But I guess that's a priority. What about wind then? What do we have on wind? We have Kokoro Mimi. I haven't done Mimi yet. Frantically grinding out air shards too. Although there are a few other teams. Ayane, Kurumi, Tomo. I haven't done any of them yet. Others that I would really like to have got done and test them, but there's no way to test them. Nowhere to test them. So now they are coming into their uses. Tomo again here. I don't have Ram at 6-star, but yeah, Tomo team. What about 6? 10-6. Mimi and Ayane. We've already got the Kokoro done, but Mimi and Ayane. We haven't seen Kurumi in here yet, though. Poor little Kurumi. So yes, okay, so Ayane and Mimi and Tomo for wind we need to get doing. Oh, lots to be done, lots to be done. What about water? Dum, dum, dum. So far so good. No SPs in here. Yeah, water? Certainly not SP1, especially when you want heavy. We can get through without it. So there we go, we can get through water without it. We need some light and we need some wind ones though, that might help. What about fire 10 then? We, of course, Maho, but we have Maho done. We have a Hiyori here. We have a Hiyori done as well. What about number 10, 6? Akino Sarin are in this one. I didn't notice that. We've got Akino and Sarin done as well. Although there is a Mawimi team. I don't have Mawimi done, but we have most of them done. Akino Sarin are done too. What about Misogi? No Misogi's in here. So, well, there we go. So that means, let's go back to the dark one. There is a few characters there that maybe need to prioritize then, quickly, to get done. So let's see. What the hell can we do here? Are we just stuck? Should we not even bother? Do we put in this? I mean, there is a timeline. I really am too tired to be running timelines. Even though it is not that heavy a timeline. Kokoro, Anemone, Maho, Arachne, and Maho. We'll give it one try, but that might be it. That might be it for today. So let's jump back in the game. We've not been in the game for a while, have we? Let's see how we do. A bit of it. This is here we go. We're back here with the cheat team. Does this cheat team remain? LP's Battle, anybody? This was the cheat team we had for LP's Battle. Not a single dark elemental character in it. Okay, so we want Anemone and Kokoro from wind, from light. Let's put in our Cinderella Maho. From fire, we want our 6-star Maho and our Arachne here. And what is it saying we need to do? Full set auto off. Anemone's second union best. We are unsetting Anemone. And then Maho's union best at 111. We are full setting everybody. So we're going to set this up again. Which might be, I mean, jumping in and jumping back out again. So we can get auto off. Everyone's set but auto off. Let's get it to 1x speed. Amaho went straight away. Maybe that messes it up. So let's get auto off. Everybody's set. It's 1x speed. Then when Anemone does a second unit, so I'm assuming at 119, so I'm assuming that Arachne is gone. To give her a double union base by 119. We are unsetting her, and then we set her again. There we go, she did go. So 119. We want to unset it on the second one. Is this necessary? Can we want to speed? We like speed. We speed through. We speed. Well, it's already desynced because Anemone didn't even union base there. So let's just send it off. I don't think it's going to work. Whatever. I guess we need to get our SP ones on Akari and Yuri, which I really wanted to do, and we'll try and prioritize that. And then when we do, we can come back and we can take on some more of these deep quest stages in the future. A few more elements to take on, depending on the characters. So I guess we'll even take on wind until we've got our Tomo and Mimi, and maybe Ayame done, and then we can take on the wind ones. We're probably good to go for the fire. So we will see. If we can If we come up with a time and a place to do them, maybe there'll be another stream done at some point. We'll see how it goes, but I'm planning what we need to do, so... we still get a huge damage over time on this anyway. Even without running that timeline, but is it going to be enough? And the fact that we have so many action union bests, the time goes down so slow, doesn't it, on this? But look at it all. Anemone breaking the game again. Anemone and Maho breaking the game again here. If in doubt, send this team in, I guess. It's maybe looking a little bit hopeless. I don't know if how much of this, jumping back to a different topic again, back to the concert in London, the rescreening of the concert. I wonder how it will be anyway. If how much of it I can kind of document. People will be interested in seeing a video of it. Or it won't be anything like what other content creators are like when they go to these events, I don't imagine. But maybe we'll at least have a talk about it once it's been, have a look at a few photographs or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a month and a half away. Plenty of time to play. But look at that. Plenty of health left on the opponents there. So it says use light elements. We're not we do dark. Why do anyway? Yeah, use the same type of element, the character. So I think that is where we will leave it for today. I guess we will maybe try and prioritize some of those SP1 showcases. Have a little look at what they've been given tomorrow and over through the next week. We're looking at the new character now for a while now, are we? It's still going to be over 2 weeks or nearly till we get another new character. Guess we don't want them too quick. I'm sure there'll be plenty of things to look at and see in the game. So we got our challenge quest beta completed today. Got our jewels flats now. Get ready to go for some good luck in our next summon. So I will say goodbye to everybody. Thank you very much to you all to coming and watching our stream today. It was a lot of fun. So see you all again very soon. Good night there, Chucky. Good night, everybody. I will see you all again very soon. Bye 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 bye.